So before you put anything together in terms of the terrain for a town called Despair, the first thing you should do is pull out the Building and Terrain Assembly Guide, open it to the table of contents and generally assembly notes, and thoroughly read both these pages. They will give you tips that you need to best put the stuff together so that you don't have any problems as you go through it. And there are 3 extra tools I suggest that you have available. One is a roll of standard Scotch tape. One is a penknife or some small sharp object that you can poke out some of those small pieces with. And the third is just a bottle of your ordinary white school glue. And that's all you need. Okay, so we're going to assemble the church, which comes with the zombie expansion set. And the church is a 3-level building. So we're going to do the first floor first, which is the main floor with the pews. When you take the floor, you want to make sure that you understand that the front door is a double door, and there's a single door in the back. So you want to orient the front this way, right? And the walls go in where you slide in the tab into the slot, slide in this one, and then bend this down a little bit to slide in the back one. The walls are interchangeable in the church, so it doesn't make any difference which goes on which side. Once again, slide it in, and then bend this down a little bit, and it'll snap right in there. Okay? Reorient it with the front door facing me, and then the rear wall goes with the door to the right. I'll slide that slot down in there until the tabs hit the floor. Push one up, push one down, slide them in, and then just use my fingernail to make sure those tabs sit correctly into the slots. And then the front can go either way. Slide that down. Oops. Slide the slots down until the tabs hit the floor. Push one up, push one down, slide it in. Use your fingernail to make sure that those tabs seat correctly. And there is the first floor of the church. All right, moving on to the second floor of the church, which is in steps 4 and 5 on your instructions. So you take the roof of the church, right? You want to make sure that you put it with the shingles face up. And you get the 2 side walls, slip the slot in there, push it back, push that slot in there, and then just make sure that the tabs with your fingernails are put into the slots so the wall straightens out. Same with the other side. It doesn't make any difference which side goes to the front, which side goes to the back. And make sure that those tabs seat correctly in there. Alright, and then the rear wall goes on either way. It's the one with the door in it. I should put that in the rear. I mean, this is so I had it facing forward. So this is the front of the church. So this slides in here. And it only has 1 tab in it. Just push that and lock it back. And then the front wall has the 2 punched out crosses, which are gun ports. That slides down in there. And then this tab just locks in there like that. And then there is the second floor of the church, which just slides down in on the first floor. Great. And then we'll have a fade out, fade in.
Yeah. The magic of cinema.
Alright. We're ready anytime you are.
Looks good. Set this back up and do a couple of. Just gonna do a couple of seconds of just nothing to do fade in. Okay, now
And moving on to the third floor of the church, which is the bell tower. You want to make sure that when you punch these out, you notice that the bell itself has punch outs on the side and underneath of it. It's easy to miss those. Alright, so we're going to take the floor, and the front of the floor has the ladder on it. Alright, you're going to take one of the sides, tab in, slap that in that way. Alright, only 2 tabs to stick in there. And then other wall, same thing. Slide those in. And just make sure everything's seated. And then you're going to take the rear wall, which is blank, and that goes away from the ladder. Slide that down in to the slots, and then push it down the floor, and then lock that tab back. And then the front wall has the bell and the cross. That slides in there. Slides down, and then make sure that locks into that tab right there. Alright, and there is your bell tower, and that seats right down on top of the second floor. And then the roof, you notice, has a little slot in it. That slot slides in over the cross, and there's your completed church.